standing room only crowd. Walter Ray, 2 victories, 3rd match. His 15th strike of the afternoon. He loved it. He loved it. So you see that broad smile. Whew.
Been a while, Chris, since the confident smile. Remember when we first saw him come over, we used to call him the showboat gambler with that kind of wily look, and that's the first time we've seen it in a couple of years. That means going on to win this, we'll see in about 45 minutes. Now, Marc McDowell.
And the 28-year-old who is truly a credit to the sport, this competition, Marc McDowell. Replay.
Very powerful style, stocky guy, former football player, good pivot step, inside-out swing, and he's terrific from the outside line where he's playing right now. Gets a good break there, just leaves the 4-pin instead of the 2-4-5, but when he's outside, he's very tough. Good straight arm swing.
Where did you first see Marc bowl, Nelson?
Chris, about mid-1980s, I was doing some exhibitions. I met him in Madison, Wisconsin. He was one of the amateurs that volunteered to bowl me in the match game or exhibition, and he bowled extremely well. I sat down and talked to him later, arranged for him to get a sponsor, and he's taken the ball from there and has really been a credit to the game, and his career is really moving along.
3rd telecast this year, 4th at Quaker State, 4th at AC Delco. Acknowledging the crowd. Many in the crowd are behind him, including his wife, Patty. Walter has joined the mobile home set with a big 5th wheeler this week.
Whoa,
well, yeah. I guess, Walter.
Well, the right-hand lane, the ball slides much farther down the lane, and that's the type of reaction that Walter got on that shot. And oh my, he threw the ball as well as he thought he could. Did not read the lane properly. He's up with a pretty easy spare. Now for Walter Ray, he's getting that real good extension and follow through today, Chris, so he could be tough. When he's reaching out, he's tough.
This is a game between the number 2 seed of our 5 finalists and the number 5. And Walter Ray, in his 5 victories, has won from various positions, including the top seed, also where he's had to win 4 games in order to be champion. He did that twice. He's more enthusiastic today than we've seen him in a long time.
No doubt. Good wrist action. Watch the head pin. And when the ball strikes the head pin, Walter is stretched out. He snapped that wrist over. Now watch what happens. Those pins know if you've thrown that ball without fear and if you put the proper power on it, and they reacted positively for that young man. Now, McDowell, can he answer the challenge?
All right, Marc McDowell. Often with a spare, then a double. Marc McDowell, who was bumped off the Firestone list 2 weeks ago, now has a special incentive.
No doubt there's an incentive to get back in the Firestone. I definitely was keeping track of who was on the shows, and I knew when I got bumped off, so I think it's given me a little extra incentive to get out here and get focused in again and hopefully go through right to the title today.
Well, he's got 3 in a row, and he's staying close, making it a 20-10 lead now for Walter Ray. We'll be back.
College basketball tomorrow.
That's right, live doubleheader coverage of regional here on ABC Sports tomorrow. Walter Ray Williams Jr. 2 wins thus far today, now trails by 20, can cut it to 10 with a strike. Okay. Let's go to Bo.
Thank you, Chris. With the tournament leader, Jess Stayrick. Jess, the right-hander struggled all week on the championship here, and you averaged 250. Do you have any thoughts about these guys bowling so well right now?
I just think it's the idea of the show and the lights and the cameras and everything, and they're just the best of them's coming out right now. And
how about predicting me a winner then?
I'm going to win.
Okay, Chris, there's an attitude for you. Back to you.
Well, he's got two crankers, two wound-up guys. One of them will lead him. They are right-handers, and Walter Ray Williams now with 3 in a row has made the match all even. So each professional with 3 strikes. Semifinal game, here's Marc McDowell. He's 5'8", 160 pounds. Had the best match play record, 18-5-1 out of 24. Patty. Blue eyes, Patty.
Well, we've seen that head pin doing a lot of action. Now watch this, shooting back through the pins. You're looking up the lane. Here comes the ball. Now watch the action of the head pins. Going to the right part of your screen. Here it comes back across. Bingo, takes out the 10. Chris, so far this year, the man who has led through 5 frames has won 67% of the matches. Right now, that's McDowell.
Can go up by 20 with a strike here.
Stop it.
And still smile. Jess Stayrick, the left-hander. You hear the pin fall off to our right as we look at Patty. Marc needs a win today to qualify for the Firestone, knocked out by John Mazza 2 weeks ago. Knocked off the Firestone tournament list. And now, 3 in a row, can take the lead by 1. Okay, coming up next on Wide World of Sports, Peggy Fleming, David Santee, and I covered this event in Barcelona, Spain. Let me tell you, I've done a lot of special performance telecasts in figure skating. This is by far the most beautiful, with Torval and Dean, Gary Beacon, you name them, all the best in the world. Loved it.
The plan, 3-6-10.
3-6-10.
Watch the arm swing of Walter Ray Williams Jr. He gets it away from his body and he pulls it across inside the first arrow. Drifts high, leaves the 3-6-10 spare. Fairly easy shot across lane.
Okay. The winner will meet the tournament leader, Jess Stayrick, soon. More of this match after this.
You've seen Johnny Unitas. You've seen Brooks Robinson. Now watch another great Baltimore legend. It's the Fairlanes Open on ABC's Pro Bowlers Tour next Saturday.
The hospitable proprietors here, Audrey and Bob Lytle, and Andy Lucas. And George and Nancy Warren, the tournament chairpersons, husband and wife, did a super job.
Super job done by everyone. Erie Times News, front page.
Oh, boy.
Chris Schenkel.
Oh, really?
Chris, just today.
First time ever.
You deserve it.
Thanks.
Now, 7th frame. McDowell leads by 2.
Uh-oh, the 7th, huh?
Well, can he do a John Mazza?
Looks like pretty easy split. They were 1 for 1 last week. Let's see what McDowell does. I think he's going to stand to the left, throw the ball as hard as he can at the 10 pin. Let's see what happens.
Oh.
Patty senses the importance of that last shot and the result. But only 11 pins separating Walter Ray and Marc McDowell.
Two ways to adjust the lanes. Walter Ray Williams Jr. adjusts his feet, adjusts his target on the lanes. Marc McDowell, a little more contemporary, adjusts his speed, and right now he's got big trouble. He needs to get the ball over here and bounce out one of these pins.
Okay, we're in Erie, Pennsylvania, about 90 miles each from Cleveland and Buffalo, and 130 miles from Pittsburgh. Speaking of that, Bill Meduno, one of the great TV sports writers, made the trip up here. Say hello, and we appreciate it. Pittsburgh Press. Like Walter Ray, we've known him a long time. And Walter Ray, he's a great ambassador for the sport of horseshoe pitching, four-time world champion.
Right, Chris, he holds the world's record with over 91% ringers in a championship. He's won over 100 tournaments, but the most money he's ever won in a horseshoe tournament is $2,800. Their prize funds are a little short. He can lock up this match right here.
Oh, my.
Not good.
Guy just slammed the door.
32-10 lead for Walter Ray. It was oh so close. And then the two splits for Marc McDowell, at whom you're looking now.
Imperative that McDowell strike on these next two shots. Without that, he cannot win.
Nope.
Trouble,
Despair.
trouble. You know, we know we're talking about adjusting the lanes. Marc McDowell likes to adjust his speed. A little harder for dry lanes, a little slower for the tighter lanes. It's not a bad system, but as Patty looks on, I do believe what Walter Ray does, adjust his position all over the lane, is the best way.
But Marc, with two championships in 6 years, this very difficult PBA tour, his third telecast of the year with 2 fourths.
Right now he has a possible 2:15. Walter Ray Williams Jr. going at a 2:37 pace. Only disaster on Williams' part could save McDowell. See you later.
Yes. Disappointed. And
well, he can try to make this, but I think he's just kind of giving up the ship here. Perry didn't, but McDowell had to.
the other days, Marc, he's more embarrassed than disgusted because this is a true champion, Marc McDowell. Okay, there is the winner for the third time. ABC Sports presentation Professional Bowlers Tour. We'll return after this message
awesome
to Word
game by there.
ABC station. Stay Rook and
Like
Williams
and subscribe.